One evening, as the sky turned hues of saffron and gold, Sudarshan, the devoted disciple of Trailanga Swami, sat beside his guru on the ghats of Varanasi. The cool breeze carried the fragrance of temple flowers, and the river Ganga flowed in her eternal rhythm. Yet, Sudarshan's mind was restless. He finally voiced his doubt, Guruji, if the body stays here while we sleep, then who is it that dreams? Where does the self go in deep sleep? Trailanga Swami smiled and pointed to Sudarshan's shadow on the stone steps. Tell me, my child, where does this shadow go when the sun sets? Sudarshan looked at his shadow and replied, It disappears, Guruji. The sage nodded, Yes, it disappears from your sight. But does that mean it is destroyed? Sudarshan hesitated, I do not know. I only know that when the sun rises, the shadow returns. Trailanga Swami's eyes gleamed with wisdom. Exactly. Just as your shadow appears with light and vanishes in darkness, so too does your sense of self. When you are awake, you believe in the I that sees, acts, and experiences. In dreams, that same I moves through an imagined world. But in deep sleep, where is this I? Does it die? Sudarshan thought for a moment and shook his head. No, Guruji. If it died, then how would I wake up again? Trailanga Swami smiled, Good. Then what does that mean? Sudarshan pondered and said slowly, It means the I still exists, even when I do not experience it. The sage clapped his hands softly, Yes. In deep sleep, the ego, the shadow of your true self, disappears, just as your shadow vanishes at night. But the real you, the light behind the shadow, remains. That is why you wake up again, just as the shadow returns with the morning sun. Sudarshan's eyes widened. Then, Guruji, if I can find the I that exists even in deep sleep, I will know my true self. Trailanga Swami chuckled, Yes, my child. That is the secret of self-realization. The one who seeks, the one who dreams, the one who wakes up, all are mere shadows. The real you is beyond all these states. That is the eternal self, the Atman, which neither sleeps nor wakes, neither comes nor goes. Find that, and you will be free. Sudarshan bowed deeply, feeling a new light dawn in his heart. That night, as he lay down to sleep, he whispered to himself, Who is it that sleeps? Who is it that wakes? As the moon shone over the sacred river, the shadow of ignorance in Sudarshan's mind began to fade, and the light of truth slowly began to rise.